and we'll get right into our stretching. So with that, this one comes from an anonymous source, and it says, your environment should bring out your softness, not your survival. Your environment should bring out your softness, not your survival. Have you ever questioned a relationship with another person, a relationship with your surroundings, where you spend your time, who you spend your time with? Well, it's a great way to make it black and white, right? And make those choices accordingly to benefit not only your physical well-being, but your mental well-being. As we know, this is Mental Health Awareness Month in the month of June. And as fast as the months go, it's still really important to focus on all the totality of what makes us feeling well and our best. Okay, friends, with that, we are going to get right to it. We are going to go right into chair yoga. So don't be nervous, don't be shy, do what you can, rest is needed, and I will even cue in some hydration breaks as well. So with that, let's do it. All right, come on and join me if you're not already there on your chair. And remember, if anything I offer today is not working for your body, you could watch. You could find another modification, and I'll give you all the options as well. So as we start today, you're going to slide your back away from the back of your surface if you can. That'll engage our abdominals just a bit more. And on your inhalation, we're going to start with a simple shrug of the shoulders. Breathe in deeply. And a big sigh through the mouth. Relax your shoulders down. We're going to do a few more of those. So feel free to join in. The louder the sigh, I find, the deeper the release. Breathe it in, friends. Shrug and release. Doesn't that feel good? I have a few more in me. How about you? Inhale. Reach those shoulders up to the ears. Hold your breath in slightly at the top. And release. Perfect. And again, inhale, shrug your shoulders. Let your spine be tall and long. And release. Two more. Do you have two more in you? Join me. Inhale, breathing in, shrugging your shoulders to the ears. And a deep sigh. Relax the muscles of your face as well, friends. Your jaw, muscles around the eyes. Inhale, shrug it up. Hold briefly at the top of this breath. And release. Deep sigh through the mouth. Perfect. On your next breath, right ear comes to right shoulder. Keep breathing in deeply through the nose. And those of you that have been practicing yoga a while, you're already cultivating your Ujjayi breath. If you're brand new to the practice, feel free to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Or you can join the practice of Ujjayi breath, sealing the lips, breathing in and out of the nose. If you happen to be sick, like I am, take the oxygen in any way you can. You know how that works when you're not 100%. Now inhale, bring your head back to neutral. Feel free to keep your eyes closed. And exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Now, as you stretch the right side of your neck and jaw, you're going to let another friend in. We know how technology can sometimes kick you out. So if it happens to you, come back and join us. Stretching the right side of the neck, your jaw is relaxed, even relaxing the tongue in your mouth. Feel your shoulders melting far away from the ears. Wonderful. Inhale back to center. Big breath in. As you exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Now, as we find these isometric holds in our stretches, friends, I want you to keep awareness through the abdominal region. So draw your navel into your spine. Imagine a string pulling the crown of your head to keep the length in your spine, always honoring the length on each inhalation. And then as you inhale, come back to neutral with your head. And then exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Very typical, you might feel one side is less agreeable than another. And that's when we want to take the extra long, soft breaths, a breath of compassion, breath of gentleness and kindness. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Now you'll see my eyes are remaining closed, but use that term loosely, look. You could simply turn your head over to the right side. You'll feel a lengthening through the left side of the neck. And as you know, I'm here to remind you, soften your jaw. Relax the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. And stay nice and mindful as you breathe. Super deep, long breath in. And a lengthy, slow exhalation as you breathe out. And then inhale, bring your head across center. Exhale, turn your head to the left side. And honor your body exactly where it is. So as you experience sensations of tightness, of resistance, it's exactly where the yoga happens. We hold the posture. Now, again, if you're in pain, always come out, reset, and then rejoin us as you feel ready, especially if you're brand new to this type of breathing, these types of movements. And then on your inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release your shoulders even further down away from the ears. Blink your eyes to open. Let your arms hang at your sides. Inhale, shrug your right shoulder only up toward your right ear. Exhale through the nose, release your right shoulder down. And then inhale, left side. And exhale. And once again, inhale, right shoulder. Exhale, release. Maybe even noticing the shoulder, creating more space between the ear and itself. Inhale, lift your left shoulder. And then exhale, release the shoulders down. Inhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. And then press your knuckles down and back. Lift through your heart, even lifting your gaze toward the ceiling. You'll feel a lengthening through the abdominals, through the front side of the body. And exhale. Option to stay right here or exhale, hinge forward at the hips. As your head starts to lower, gaze between your feet, and even feel free to lift your knuckles toward the ceiling. Keep your breath flowing. On your inhalation, twist to the left so your knuckles will reach to the right wall. If you're comfortable, look over your left shoulder. You'll feel a nice stretch through the chest muscles, through the shoulders. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, twisting to the right. Now, don't worry about how far you've hinged, just as long as you feel the stretch. Inhale back to center and exhale to rise. Perfect. On your next breath, release your arms and just let them hang at your sides and notice the sensations. Many of us will feel tingling. And this is what yoga is all about, just taking the time to slow down and to listen to our body's friends. Start to wiggle your fingers and start to roll your wrists. And in fact, interlace your fingers now in front of your heart center and then just roll your wrists with me. Any direction, does not matter. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Check in with your breath. Check in with your posture. Let's make waves. Let's do it. If that doesn't feel right, keep rolling the wrists. I always joke and say when my mom, was parenting me as a kid, she always told me to make waves. And I'm lying. She did not tell me. I just did it on my own. Go ahead and change directions. And always allow your sense of humor, right? Childlike approach to your yoga practice. So this is all about creating space. We're just inviting it in, even if it's brand new or you haven't done it in a while. Go ahead and shake out the hands, shake out the shoulders, shake out the wrists. In fact, just shake, shake, shake. It's like shake and bake, right? Anybody? Now I'm hungry. I'll try not to make any more food references, but something we all have in common. I love food. Go ahead and release your hands to your sides. Again, just noticing the sensations through the fingertips, all the way up through the shoulders. And then from here, inhale, circle your arms all the way to the sky. And then exhale, let your hands come down, secure your hands to the back of your chair. If you can, inhale, lift your heart, and then exhale, hinge forward, slowly slide your hands up toward the top of your chair. And now your heart is reaching forward to whatever wall you're looking at or at your screen. And if you can, inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. You'll feel a nice Lengthening. This feels great through the biceps, through the shoulders and chest. Really nice. Inhale, come all the way back up. Continue to inhale. Circle your arms to the sky. And then exhale your right hand down. Hold on to your seat. Reach your left arm over to the right wall. So this is going to feel nice and lengthening through the left arm, shoulder, and oblique. Beautiful. Inhale, bring your palms to kiss up at the top. And exhale, left hand secures the chair. When you're ready, reach your right hand over to the left side. You might notice again a little imbalance between one side of the body and the other. That is perfectly natural. Inhale, come back up to center. We'll take this one more time on the first side. Right hand to the seat, left arm reaches overhead. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Let your palms kiss at the top. And exhale, left hand to the seat. Right arm reaches over to your left side. Breathe into your right side body. And then inhale, come back up to center. Now this is going to look pretty similar. Exhale your right hand to the seat. Now on your next breath, exhale, bend your left elbow. Just give yourself a pat between the shoulder blades with your left hand. Now reach over to the right wall. And from here, we're going to keep the lengthening through the left side body. And then watch what I'm going to do. I'm just going to turn toward the ground. Bring your elbow down to face the earth. And then inhale, roll up. You'll feel a broadening through your clavicles. Exhale as you roll down toward the right side of your floor. Inhale as you open. Good, just a few more. Exhale. So this really is not a twist. I want this movement and this activation just coming from the thoracic spine. So it's not about how far the elbow goes down, but notice how I'm staying lengthening through the left side body. Inhale all the way back up, and then reach your hands to the sky. And then to neutralize, exhale, cactus shape your arms, lift your heart, even squeezing your shoulder blade. And then inhale, reach for the sky once again. And then exhale, left hand will secure the chair. Your right arm is going to reach over. Now take that twist or that lengthening with me before the twist. Inhale, bend your right hand, give yourself a pat between the shoulder blades, and then exhale, bringing your elbow down toward the ground, and then inhale, broaden through the clavicles as you open back up. Really nice. Exhale, find your twist. Inhale, lengthen back up. Feel as though somebody's pulling the elbow out away from the shoulder socket the entire time. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open. Keep the lengthening through the right waist. Last one. Exhale. Inhale, back to lengthen. Keep the inhale, reach for the sky. And from here, exhale, hinge forward. And then give your legs a hug. Now, you might even join opposite elbows underneath your thighs. You might even just hold your hands or even your forearms. Let your head hang heavy. Let your rib cage, if it can, rest on your thighs. Nodding your head yes. Nodding your head no. Release your arms, just let them hang. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Inhale, slide your hands to your thighs, and then we're slowly going to roll up. One vertebra at a time will stack. Your head and neck will stack last. Exhale, feel your shoulders melting even further away from the ears. Inhale, shrug your shoulders. Big sigh. Relax your shoulders. Wonderful, friends. Looking great. Inhale, shrug, and exhale, release. Perfect. Shake it out. You did great. Would you stand with me? If standing is not an option, stay seated. Do what you need to do for your lower body. And we're going to use the chair in a little bit of a different way. If you happen to be using a piece of furniture, again, just make sure it's something stable. Your chair is going to be on your left-hand side, or maybe you're on the left-hand side of the couch. You could even use the arm of the chair or couch if you're using something like that. Left hand onto the chair. Bring your left knee up and see if you can place your left heel onto the seat. So my left leg is extended out straight the whole time. I'm using that left hand to secure the chair. Now, on your inhalation, make sure your right toes are facing forward so the chair is to your side. On your next breath, you're going to reach your right arm up, draw a big rainbow with your right hand, and reach over to the left wall. Now, if your chair is unsteady, really press down through your left heel and your left hand. Good. You should feel a lengthening once again through the side body, but now even through the outer right hip. This will go a little deeper than that first round we did. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Exhale once again, pressing your hips over toward your right side and reaching to the left side. Really, really beautiful. Firm through the left foot and through the left hand. Inhale all the way back up. Beautiful. Bring your right hand down to your hip. Now, if you can, turn toward your chair or your piece of furniture that you're using, and now your left leg is still straight. Take your time and flex your foot. So draw your toenails toward your left shin. Inhale tall. And then exhale, hinge forward. Good. Now you're going to notice a bend through my elbow. It doesn't need to be deep. And I want you to feel very secure. You could even use your right hand on the seat of the chair if you want to go deeper. You could even place your right hand on your left shin. So be playful. Remember, being childlike, being curious about your body is exactly where you want to be. Now, if you're holding a shape and you're not breathing, that's not where we want you today. So stand up, reset if needed, and then exhale, recalibrate and come into. You should feel this through the back line of your leg, your hamstring, and even into the mid back. Beautiful. Inhale, coming all the way up. If you can, reach your right hand up. And then exhale, hinging forward once again, same stretch. Weight will come into your left hand. Your right hand can be in all the places I mentioned earlier. Maybe you're keeping your right arm forward, or you could relax it even touching your left toes if that feels good. I just want you to feel that stretch. Even think about hugging your left sit bone back, sending it to the wall behind you. Beautiful. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale your right hand down, and then just slowly, you could even assist your leg off the chair. Now we're back on solid ground. Really nice job. Can you go to the other side? So just make sure you have no tripping hazards around. And again, if you're working from home, it's a new setting, do what you need to do to make it work for your body. Now we're gonna start by stretching the left side body. So my left toe is facing forward, and I'm just gonna bring my right leg onto the chair. The leg is going to be out to the side, and this is really not about the hamstring. So even if you need to bend your right knee, that's also fine. Right hand solid on the chair. As you inhale, lift your left arm up, draw a big rainbow with me, and reach over to the right wall. Now I'm getting a little bit of a hamstring stretch here through the right side, but really this is mostly about the left side body. This is a beautiful shape. If someone were to take our picture right now, boy, do we look amazing. Inhale, come all the way back up. And I forgot to tell you, I'm not taking pictures today. Actually, I don't any day. Maybe in a live class in person. Inhale, lift your arm up on that left side. Draw your rainbow and reach for your right wall. Solid through your right heel, solid through your right hand. It is fun to use the chair in new ways to help us stretch and create space. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, I'm going to bring my hand to my hip, and now just slowly but surely turn to face your chair. Right hand never leaves its side. Inhale, stand tall, and then exhale, hinge forward. Now you can keep your left hand on your hip. You can place it on the seat, just like we did on the first side, even on your shin, or even just reminding your toes, bring your toenails toward your right shin. Good. You should feel this through the right hamstring. And if you keep your foot flexed, my friends, you'll feel it through the Achilles, even through the sole of the right foot. Oh yeah, this is deep and I like it. Inhale, press up, lift your hand all the way to the sky. And when you're ready, exhale, bowing to your right leg once again. Now this will be our final time in this posture, so make it count. You might deepen and lengthen the inhalation. You might even lengthen your exhalation. Those small little details, and as we practice yoga and as we do postures again and again, it becomes more habitual. And that's when we can now start to root in through the right heel, hug your right sit bone back, Keep breathing. Keep your gaze toward your right foot. And then on your inhale, come all the way up. Maybe your left hand lifts. And then exhale, secure your leg, and then just slide your foot off the chair. Really great job, friends. We're gonna come back to seated, and we're gonna come to one of my favorite postures, especially using the chair, and that's gonna be our warrior series. I love this one. So slide your sit bones toward the front half of your chair. On your inhalation, we're gonna start on the left side. So lift your left knee up, draw that rainbow shape. Send your left toes out to the side wall, and then readjust yourself. So now we're gonna turn our torso to face the left leg, really nice. And then just toe heel your right foot out. Now your leg will either come straight or you might have a slight bend in your knee, just depending on what works best for your body. Left toes, reminder, facing the left. Your right toes facing the front wall. So this is important. So make sure your right toes are facing forward. Now from here, left hand can stay on the chair. Your right hand might reach back. Just bringing your arm or arms out to a T if you feel secure. Bring your left hand out and then take your gaze over your left fingertips. Keep breathing here. Relax your shoulders. Really great adjustments, friends. I'm seeing all these modifications. I love it. Now on your next inhalation, flip your left palm to face the ceiling and then reach your left hand up. Your right hand will slide down the back leg. And you might even look up to your left hand. If that's not comfortable, keep looking to the left wall. Really beautiful. Take another deep breath. And then on your next inhalation, come back to your warrior two. Remember, your both hands can still stay on the chair. And then release your arms, hands to the chair, toe heel your right toes in. And our big finish on the first side, rainbow the left knee all the way back in. It's like you're getting back into the car. Excellent job. On your next breath, secure your abdominals. Inhale, right knee makes that rainbow shape. Toes face the right wall. As you feel ready, turn toward the right wall. Left toes, I like to just simply toe heel my leg back. Now my left leg is straight. Yours might be the same. Check in with your toes on the left foot facing forward. On your next breath, let's take a deep inhale. Maybe your right hand reaches out. And if it feels all right, create a T with your left arm. And we are right into it. We are warriors. We are strong. We are powerful. Take your gaze just beyond the right fingertips. Just notice how it feels in your body to be here at this moment as a warrior. Keep breathing deeply. Inhale, flip your right palm to the sky and lift it up. Your left hand can hold the chair or slide down your left thigh. You know your options. Just checking in with your mobility. If it does not feel good to look at the right hand, just look at the right wall. That's also fine. Keep breathing and lengthening through the right waist. And then inhale, find your warrior arms once again. And then exhale one hand and then the other to the chair. Toe heel your left foot back in and rainbow your right knee in, friends. Really nice. You're doing amazing. If you need a hydration break, now's a great time. I am doing okay and I'm happy about that. But always, you never need my permission, but I'm just reminding. Now on your next breath, I'm gonna ask you to now toe heel your feet nice and wide. So think sumo squat or goddess squat if you're in a traditional yoga class. On your next inhalation, we're gonna reach our hands up to the sky, create a letter X shape, if you will. And now imagine I've placed weights in your hands and exhale, pull your elbows down into your side ribs. Beautiful. Create like a letter W with the arms. Good. Inhale, same imaginary weights, push them all the way out. Create that upper body letter X. Good. Exhale, create a W. Hey, who knew we were going to learn the alphabet in yoga? And exhale. I should have said the letter Y, right? Create a Y, get it X, W. Okay, anyway, exhale. Bring those imaginary weights back. You should feel the back body working. Inhale, push them wide and long. And exhale, coming all the way back. Now, option. Continue what you're doing. Other option. Inhale, now strong legs, creating the letter X. You might even lift your sit bones off the chair. Exhale, create that W. Slowly sit back onto the chair. Good, a few more. Inhale, lifting and lengthening. I love it. And exhale, pull those imaginary weights back down. Continue to press your knees back. Inhale, star pose. Beautiful. Exhale, pull it down back to goddess. 3 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull and engage. Beautiful. 2 to go. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, pull back in. Last one. Finish strong with me. Strong leg muscles. Inhale it up. And exhale, bring it back down. Release your hands to your inner thighs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Imagine a string pulling the crown of your head tall. Exhale, hinge forward just slightly. And then next inhalation, look over your right shoulder. My hands are firmly pressing into my inner thighs. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, look over your left shoulder. We'll do that again. Inhale, center. Stay long in your torso. Exhale, twisting to the right side. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, looking over the left side. Really nice, friends. Inhale, coming all the way up. Now this one will get a little more intense, so work within the confinement of what feels good for you. Pressing your knees back the full time, feeling the stretch through the inner thighs. On your inhalation, you're gonna reach your right hand up. Imagine you're holding a weight once again. Press your left forearm into your inner thigh and slide down if you can. Look up at your right hand and then inhale, come all the way back up. Good. Notice the right arm never moves. Exhale, slide down like you're reaching for your left heel. Inhale, coming all the way up. Now I keep my forearm pressing into my thigh the whole time. We'll take this a few more times. Now, some of you that have done chair sculpt yoga with me, you know we've also done this one with a light weight, and that's going to add to the empowerment of the core. Really important that we take time not only to slow down and connect with our breath, but also that we take time to empower the core. One more wherever you're at. Exhaling as you lower. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, bring your hands to your thighs. Take a minute and just shake out the legs. This is a lot of time spent in a new posture for some of us, and the hips might be talking to you. So sometimes I like to think of it as clearing out the cobwebs, right? You've heard me say it before. On your next inhalation, your left hand is going to reach up. Feel like you're coming out of your shoulder girdle. And then palm on the right hand facing forward. Press into your inner thigh. Inhale, lengthen. And now exhale. Slide your right fingertips down toward your heel. Looking left. Inhale, lift. Back to center. Exhale once again. Again, you can imagine you're holding a weight with your left hand. Inhale to rise. Exhale, slowly lowering down. Now, I'm not only just feeling this in the right side, friends, but I hope you're feeling it in the left side as well. Exhale down. Keep your spine long the entire time. We're not necessarily crunching or curving through the spine. Last 2, you've got this. Exhale, slide your right forearm down, reach for your right heel. Inhale up, even if you don't go all the way. Exhale down, last one. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to your thighs. Slowly toe heel your feet in. Really nice. Roll your shoulders. Water break, perhaps. That is going to be, again, at your discretion. Shake it out. All right. Really nicely done. Another stretch for the low body. Now, this one has options. You can slide your back into your seat and so get more back support. Or if you want to challenge your core even more, keep yourself seated about halfway forward on your seat. Right ankle in front of the left. That's going to be your option 1. Just getting a nice gentle hip stretch, or bring your right ankle above your left knee. Keep your foot flexed and find yourself with your hands securing the foot and resting on the inner thigh. Inhale nice and tall in either variation. And then exhale, hinge forward. Reach your heart as far forward as you can. Don't worry about how deep you go. Breathe, and then just ask yourself quietly, do I feel the stretch in my right outer hip and my right glute? If your answer is yes, thumbs up, my friends. Keep breathing here. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, some of you pros might go a little deeper, but always keeping your right foot flexed. This is going to protect your knee joint. Really nice. Now imagine I have given you a beach ball. Take it between your hands and reach the beach ball forward. Now inhale, lift the beach ball all the way up to the sky. Keep the cross of your legs. And then exhale through the nose. Bring that beach ball back forward. Reach it another inch forward. Beautiful. Now exhale, release the beach ball down. So now your triceps are on the outside of your right shin. Good. Just keep that breath flowing. Keep your foot flexed. You might even think about wrapping your right foot rather, around your left tricep. Inhale, take that imaginary beach ball, bring it all the way up. Keep the beach ball, and then see if you could just use your right leg muscles to unravel from that shape. Release your beach ball down and throw it away. That's the beautiful thing about the imaginary beach ball, right, friends? If it was real, I'd have to have you go get it now, but we'll just find another imaginary one. We're good to go. On your inhalation, lengthen through the spine, left ankle in front of the right. If you would like, you could even use that second option like we did on the first side. Left ankle above the right knee. Use your hands to secure the thigh and the heel. Flex your foot, lifting nice and tall. Exhale through the nose, tone your belly, reach your heart forward as you hinge at the hips. Your back is nice and straight here, and you're softening through the jaw. This is a great time to smile because that's going to unclench your jaw. We've talked about that one before. It's called the smile test. And then keep breathing. On your inhalation, imagine your beach ball I've handed you, only if you're comfortable with it, and press it forward. Good. Same beach ball. Inhale, lift it all the way to the ceiling. And then exhale, hinge forward with control, pressing through the feet. Good. And then reach that beach ball a little further forward. And then exhale, relax and drop the beach ball. Let it go. Relax your hands, triceps on the left shin if it's comfortable. Keep breathing and keep your left foot just wrapping around the right tricep. You should feel the intensity of the stretch on your inhalation, lifting your hands all the way up to the sky. Exhale if you can, release your left leg and bring your hands back to heart center. Really nice. Great job. Give yourselves a round of applause. You did it, friends. That's never an easy one, but a good one. Now I want to walk behind the chair. So if you can come behind your chair, same thing if you want to use the arm of a couch or a chair that's more of a traditional piece of furniture, that's fine. Hands are going to rest on the top of your whatever you're using. So I'm just going to say chair. Step back from the chair and now start to hinge forward. You're going to lower, and I'm going to show you this one from the side. You're going to lower your heart, your underarms, send your sit bones back, and you're just gazing to the ground right underneath your nose. So on your yoga mat, your floor, your carpet, whatever's beneath you. If you want a little less intensity through the hamstrings, notice how you could just, like I'm demoing here, just bend your knees slightly. Each inhalation, find length. Each exhalation, lower your underarm and your heart a little deeper. Good. Inhale. Take a look at your chair. Start to walk back toward the chair. And then, friends, we're going to come all the way back around. And we are going to take a seat. And you have almost made it through. If you need a sip of water, go ahead and take it. Always a great idea. And we are going to come all the way back forward. Now from here, hands are just going to rest on your thighs. Inhale, find your tallest self here. Now exhale through the nose. Imagine you're doing a sit-up. So bring your hip points up toward your ribs, chin to your chest, and create a C curve in your spine. Inhale, slide your heart forward, arch your spine, lift your gaze, hug your elbows back and down as we come into cow variation. And then exhale right back where we were. Intensify the abdominals, chin to chest, round through your spine. You'll feel a stretch through the back body for cat. And then inhaling. As you come forward, arch your spine, gazing up for cow. Broaden through your clavicles. And then exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest. And then on your next breath, inhale, arch the spine one final time in cow shape. And exhale, finding cat shape. And then let your arms just hang at your sides. Take your time, start to straighten your spine nice and slow. Eyes can remain closed. Once your head and neck stack. As you inhale, circle your arms to the sky. And then exhale, cactus shape your arms once again. Lift your heart. And exhale. Bring your hands to your sides. And just take a few breaths here into Tadasana. Now, as we prepare for meditation, feel free to keep your eyes closed or just a soft gaze to the earth. Just slide back, get comfy in your seat. Back can feel supported by the back of your chair or your couch, whatever it is that you're using. And just sitting at ease. Let your belly soften, relax your jaw. And just finding right where you are, a calm shape of the body and a gentle breath. And now, as per usual, the mind will take you elsewhere. So anytime you notice in these few minutes together that you've drifted, just encourage yourself back to your breath, coming back to yourself in this present moment. If you need energy today, let your palms face the sky. And if you need a more grounding experience, let your palms face the earth and just resting on your leg. And taking a deep inhalation in, slowly filling up the belly, the ribs and chest. And a slight pause at the top of your inhalation. An open mouth sigh. And as you exhale, allow yourself to land safely in your container called the human body, our home while on this planet. I encourage you to slow down your breath and just allowing yourself to observe. Observe your thoughts. Observe your body moving naturally with the breath. As you find each inhalation, each time you drift and come back, an opportunity to begin again with a fresh start. And if you're new to meditation, to stillness, you might find it very challenging to stay present, and that is okay. It's part of the practice. Just feel the air flowing in like the tides of the ocean. And an exhale like the tides flowing back out to sea. Nowhere to be, nothing to do, nothing to fix. Just you in your body with this breath. Relax the muscles of the face, around the eyes, the jaw. Relax your tongue in your mouth. And just quietly asking yourself, how am I doing today? What is it that I desire from this practice? You may have noted a need for energy, a search for balance, mobility, flexibility. And whatever it is that came to your mind, just holding that desire at the front of your mind, taking your next few breaths and breathing into that word, concept, or phrase. Maybe a combination of two or more. A full inhalation and a deep exhalation. If you haven't already, you can allow your natural breath to restore. And just noticing what it feels like to be in your body with this breath and the next. Your environment should bring out your softness, not your survival. And as you come back to your body, wiggling your toes, give your knees a little shimmy. Breathe into your legs, your hips, your glutes. And circle your wrists, reawakening your body. Circle the shoulders. And then a slow turn of your head from side to side. And as you bring your head back to center, on your inhalation, longest of the class, circle your arms to the sky. Let your palms reach and meet at the center. And as you exhale, slowly bringing your palms back to heart center. A slight bow of the head. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide your chair practice this morning. I hope you feel a bit lighter, at ease, and I wish you all a very blessed weekend ahead. And I look forward to seeing you again on Tuesday for Chair Sculpt. Namaste. Thank you so much, friends. Great to be with you all. And thanks so much. I hope to see you next Tuesday. Take care. Bye-bye.